Hello, gorgeous. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Give Them Lala podcast. Before we deep dive into it all, I need to remind you to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and make sure you comment on this video because I love to bump gums. Thank you. I just want to give you guys the fair warning that no one is safe on the podcast today because I am on a roll.
Drag us.
I'm about to drag you all. Welcome back to the Give Them Lala podcast. Happy November 29th, which is my mother's birthday.
Whoop, whoop.
Woo! Happy birthday, Lisa.
Happy birthday, Mama. I feel like it's so crazy when you think about birthdays because you're like, damn, without my mama's birthday, I wouldn't have a birthday. Easton wouldn't have a birthday. It's just all...
Ocean wouldn't have a birthday.
That is the circle of life. Just birthing and dying.
Birthing and dying.
Birthing and dying.
And dying. And during me thinking about the fact that it is my mother's birthday, I decided to look myself up on Instagram and scroll. And I was like, although I love that my hair is looking healthy these days, feeling healthy, the blonde is just so good.
The blonde is good. I agree. But I have to say, I think your hair has never looked better.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I cannot say the same for you, but that's fine.
Honestly?
We're off.
Honestly, 1,000% accurate.
It was
My hair's-
totally a joke.
Well, let me tell you something.
Just feeling a little spicy today.
I love the spice. My hair's never looked worse. And I'll tell you why I think that is.
Why?
Number one, you know I love my jujitsu, but I'm rolling in grown men sweat a lot. And so I have to wash. I'm washing my hair now 4 to 5 times a week, which any hair person will tell you that is not okay.
Especially with this LA water.
Mm-hmm. And I've stopped. It's gotten better the last month, but that's number one. I'm washing my hair too much. Number two, I think all of us had a virus or something because a couple months ago, my hair around my sister's wedding, which is September, was like coming out like crazy.
Oh, could be stress. But a virus, what you mean like COVID?
Maybe like COVID or maybe something, I don't know. Because your mom said her hair was kind of falling out too, right?
Totally.
Kind of.
Yeah.
She has Ziploc bags full.
Well,
Okay.
she has Ziploc bags.
She's
That
trying to
sounds
figure.
like
She's trying to figure it out. So
She
she's
took
taking the
this-
hair.
Oh.
She's taking the
like,
hair
"This is
into
how
the
much is."
doctor's
Yeah.
office.
That's smart. Yeah, and then 2 of my girlfriends, same thing. They were like, my hair is just coming out like crazy. If any of you are experiencing it, please DM me because Lisa and I would like to get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, I mean, she's had blood work done. Her hormones are all good. And she's still losing her hair. And she used to shower and she'd get out and her hair was like a puff ball.
Yeah.
Now it's just kind of like...
She looked like a lion, and now she looks like a lioness.
But it is wild. It's wild. We'll see. We'll see what it is. I went to my dermatologist and he said, I think maybe that's why it's better because I've been eating more.
You eat really stinky things.
Oh, I eat all of
So
them.
does Lisa, though.
Let me tell you, when Lala says stinky things, she means healthy food like salmon or what else is stinky that I eat?
Well, you eat a lot of hummus with like garlic in it, which is great. By the way, love it. But there are times I walk into the office
Yeah,
and
we
it's
don't love
like
it for
someone
us. Yeah.
punched me in the face. And you know, I'm into it though. You're a healthy eater,
Are
and yeah, I love that you're a little healthy eater. So my mom, every time I think about her birthday, I have been sober for 5 years. We know this. During the first year, my mom really loved her Prosecco. Okay.
Okay.
She's pretty much a normie. She later decides, you know what, I'm just going to give it up for my kid. I don't need to be drinking. But it always takes me back to the time where she was a drinker. And when I say a drinker, I don't mean my mom was a drunk. So let's not all get riled up over it. My mom had drinks at one point in time. And when she did, she was a bag of fun. And my area that we grew up in Utah, for some reason, everyone's houses were 5 minutes away. The whole gang, right? Friends, family. We all go to this party at actually my older brother's mom's house because my mom and my dad were close with my older brother's mom and stepdad. We're all having a blast. Easton and I are young, whatever. My dad's like, I'm taking the kids home. We leave. My mom calls him and is wasted. So my dad's like, I got to go pick mom up. He picks her up. He brings her home. She's like falling asleep. Keep in mind, we're young, but not to the point where we'd be scarred. We were probably in like, what, junior high, high school?
I think you were in junior high, and I was probably like first year of it or just elementary. Like,
Yeah, so it's not like we're
tail
like,
end.
what's wrong with mom? But she was like laying on the front porch, and my dad was like, Lisa, I don't know how to break it to you. You cannot sleep outside. She wanted to sleep outside because the air felt good. And it was like winter time, okay? She was going to like sleep outside. So my cute dad hauls her upstairs to the bedroom, makes her a bed on the patio, leaves the door open so that some of the heat can get to her.
She didn't freeze to death out there. She's fucking hammered.
I was like watching her all night, and I just remember her little face out of the bars, like vomiting. It reminds me of the photo of Ocean that I posted that really did not hit.
Yeah.
Everyone was furious about it, where she and Summer Moon are looking out the
Of the
bars,
bars.
and I'm like, mom's turn, ass out. I felt like that was my mom.
I love Lisa. You know, I've never seen Lisa drunk.
Oh,
I've never seen a drunk. I've obviously
it should
never
be in a
seen
museum.
a drunk Lala either.
So travesty, you aren't going to be able to see my mom a
I
little
would-
drunk.
That's okay.
There
That's
was a
okay.
night we were at Disneyland, and we sat at the bar for a many hour and had a many lemon drop. And we stood up, and it was like, oh, fuck.
You and your mom?
Oh, yeah, we could barely walk back to the room. I literally had like scratch marks all over my hands and body because I would fall into the concrete.
Stucco.
They had like the
Yeah.
stucco wall
Yes.
that I would accidentally like kind of stumble into as I tried to get back to my room. It was
There was
all
never-
very fun
from-
at one time.
From my point of view, it was always following these two drunks
Yeah.
back when she would too, and they would just be slamming into each other and just going apart back and forth, just drunkly walking. And I would just watch it, and it was the greatest thing ever. It was a national treasure to see both of them drunk together.
Wow.
It was so great.
And now look at us. In fact,
Sober and still fun.
Sober and
still fun. And my mom will hear stories about like Easton's friends or whatever, and they're like young, wild, and free, right? And Easton will be like, for example, over the weekend, they all went out, and Easton's friend got really lit off of his ass to the point where like blackout, yeah. And my mom is like, ugh,
The most judgmental face.
the most. I cannot even imagine. Why would you want to do that? Why would you want to wake up and feel that way? I was like, you want to know what I want to do with this household? I'd like us all to be a little less judgmental, all
The
right?
drinkers.
To everybody. I mean, I'm telling you what, we sit here and we're like, love and light, love and light. Let's break this person down to their very core. It's very intense. We're just a group of passionate people.
Passionate people. And also, maybe, yeah, I want to add that to my list too. I think I need to be less judgmental in
Well, by the-
2024.
I agree, but at the same time, like if I change my ways, you'll change yours because you're just a product of your environment at
That's
this
true.
point.
Which is great, but also that shouldn't be your responsibility. You shouldn't have me to worry about. You already have Ocean. You shouldn't be like, I have to act nicer for Jess. No.
I want to act nicer for myself, but we'll start that after we talk shit on the podcast. So I was looking up, reminder, I'm always 100 years late to any news. Everyone knows this. I find things way late, and it's to the point where like I posted. So I was seeing online that Kim Kardashian, people were not digging her GQ cover. And it shows a picture of the cover. And I was like, what's wrong with the cover? So I Google it. Keep in mind, I look at when this was posted. It was 4 days ago. At this point in time, it was like 2 weeks ago. But we're talking about it now because me and my gang are going to Hawaii. All right. And I don't want to work while I'm there. So we're pre-recording. Roll with it. Let me have a break. And I hope that you still enjoy the pod. Anyway, I post it. And I say that naturally I'm late to this. But here it is. I'm obsessed with the fact that GQ has named Kim Kardashian Man of the Year.
Yep.
I just am. You did not feel that way at all, Jessica.
Okay, let me tell you. I was, and this brings me to, because I had that opinion at first. I'm like, what? And then I was like, well, you made a good point. I was like, oh, it's a woman, and like, that's cool. That brings me to a really quick sidebar. People are commenting, which I appreciate, on the podcast post and saying, wow, I really wish Jess, this was a couple episodes ago now, where I have some opinions on Kyle and Mauricio. I have some opinions on Southern Charm. And they go, I wish Jess would stick to her convictions because I actually agree with this. And then anytime someone pushes back, she backs down. And I hear you, but it's not, I do want to say, it's not that I back down. I feel like I've evolved as a person. I used to be very stubborn 10 years ago, and my opinion was my opinion, and you couldn't tell me otherwise. Now I'm noticing my opinion is changing constantly in all aspects of my life. So I like to be open to other opinions. A lot of times, I have an opinion, someone says something in that moment, I go, okay, I could see where that comes from. So I did just want to make that point because it's not that I'm scared and backing down. It's
You're
that
open-minded?
Yes, I'm open-minded.
Yeah.
I just feel like, and
you used to not be.
I used to not be. 10 years ago, I'd be like, nope, can't say anything to me.
Yeah.
So anyway,
I feel that.
yeah.
I think that comes with age. Where
Yeah.
you're like, you know what? I don't need to be the smartest person. I don't need to act like the smartest person in the room.
Well, I hate talking to strong, opinionated people.
And
I really do.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
I'm begging you to change my mind. When someone can change my mind, I'm like, oh, I love this. I love I just like feel more evolved. Anyway, that being said, what did you think about it? Because you saw it and you were like, this is amazing.
Of course I think it's amazing. They do Man of the Year and Kim Kardashian, is it? Like,
She just got into...
You're upset about it? I suggest you do better then.
Right? She got Skims into the NBA.
Oh,
That's wild.
she's a badass.
That's
She's
crazy.
a boss.
Yeah.
One question I have, and I know my answer to this, but I just want to play devil's advocate. If there were a Cosmo Woman of the Year and it was a man, how would you feel?
Well, that would just be lies. Name a man who's doing better than women right now, and you can give him Woman of the Year. But until I see that,
it's just interesting. And I think, it can go all into the thing of like men are Men of the Year, whether they're named it or not. We get it. But with, so a woman being a Man of the Year feels like growth, and I think it's badass. So I did change my opinion on that because of you. I think it's badass.
And it's not like she was the end-all, be-all. There were other great men that were involved. They named Travis Scott. Offset.
Mm-hmm.
Kim Kardashian is a fucking heavy hitter.
Yeah. Beyond.
And you're talking to someone who's not the fondest of the man.
Yeah.
Of the wiener. I just watch women and I watch them get things done. And I also watch them get things done while also practicing compassion and sensitivity and their like nurturing. So yes, I think she's Man of the Year. So if you're upset about it, then do a little better. How about that?
I could give a shit, in all honesty, of what the fuck goes on. But I can see where people are like, well, it's a woman in a man space. Because of a man being in a woman's space, I don't know how that would go.
You
so I
can't
can see,
keep
but
up.
I don't give a fuck. No.
You can't
Here's the
keep
thing. We
up.
talked about this before with Miss Utah and saying how women are sometimes primary makers
providers in the household, 30%.
So why
this
are we?
was a few years ago, but they make less money. Yes.
So
keep
why
going.
Men of the Year, women? Just how about let's fucking put it as People of the Year? Who cares? Stop
How PC of
That's
you,
so
Easton.
PC. That's so
wow.
me of
Let's
you.
give him a round of
Right?
applause.
Fuck
A nice
it. I
PC
don't
round of
care.
applause.
But if she's on, but I will say I need some Skims because I saw the NBA's in it. So, but no, shout out to her for being on Man of the Year. That's a fucking dope shit.
I dare you. I dare any of you to go out there, have a sex tape where you're shown on ecstasy, blowing some guy, legs spread, and turn it into what Kim K has. I freaking dare you.
Give Them Lala is sponsored by BetterHelp. Whether or not your family gives gifts during the holidays, you can always give yourself the gift of a healthier you. Whether by starting therapy, going easier on yourself in tough moments, or treating yourself to a day of complete rest, remember to give yourself some love this holiday season. This time of year can be a lot. It's hectic, it's stressful, it's really easy to forget to take time for yourself, but you deserve it as much as your loved ones do. And it's super convenient with BetterHelp. It's entirely online and designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule, even during the holidays. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. In the season of giving, give yourself what you need with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/GTL today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/GTL. If you like using debit over credit, don't you think it's time to also get rewarded? Well, now you can with Discover Cashback Debit. It's a checking account that rewards everyone with cash back on everyday purchases, plus there are no fees, period. We're talking date nights, thrifting the latest trends, nights out with your friends, and it's now earning you cash back with Discover Cashback Debit. Check out eligibility and terms at discover.com/cashbackdebit. Discover Bank, member FDIC.
All right, well, let's move on to another topic. Oh, Lord have mercy. Jessica Biel and Justin Timberlake. So I was reading this other thing like a million years ago, I guess. And there's like a source that quotes, Jessica always prided herself on her great marriage, but it's taken a few hits in recent years. It pains her that people think she's married to a creep. So even before Britney's memoir came out, like he had some like little cheating scandals, right?
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts on him with hating the wiener? You hate wiener. What are your thoughts on
Justin wiener?
On Justin Timberlake? What do you think about everything said?
I don't know much about him. Can you tell me what's being said?
No.
I always loved him before the Britney thing.
All I saw was just the abortion in that with Britney.
Right.
But then I just saw that they live in a small town in Sky Mountain or
Big Sky,
Montana.
Who's they? Jessica and Justin?
And Justin.
Okay.
But I feel like I don't know. I feel like he's creeping some of the things. I could see it. When there's smoke, there's fire. They
all freaking creep. And I think he was creeping around. He was caught. He did a public apology. Then the Britney Spears memoir comes out. And I'm sure as a wife, it's like, this is exactly why I'm afraid of freaking marriages and commitment. Because I'm like, I got to take on your shit.
Yeah.
Could you just pull it together a little bit?
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Just,
you know?
Yeah. We have to also understand, because you're talking about the cheating scandal where he was on that movie Palmer,
correct?
Right? And it wasn't, they did not admit to any cheating, but they didn't.
You don't say.
But there was, just to make that clear, but there was them holding hands or whatever.
Holding hands.
Why are you holding hands?
Right.
Why are you holding hands?
I'm going to say right now, I've
lap
never held just a girl's hand
that
hasn't
the most intimate. It's
that
like
is so intimate.
It's
like in Chris Rock's stand-up comedy special. He says, "I will lick a woman's asshole tonight, but I most certainly won't hold her hand." He does. He's like, how wild is that?
Amen.
I know.
But
do you know how many people that I've like rolled around in bed with, but the thought of like going out on a date and holding hands, what? That's a little too serious, but I'll catch you here tomorrow night. Ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. You know?
Work these springs out.
Because it's intimate, just like making out is intimate. A lot of people have sex and they're like, I'm not making out until I'm in a relationship.
Yeah.
I think kissing is more intimate than sex.
100%.
Like making out.
My point was I feel like we have to. So Jessica Biel stood by his side during that. Mm-hmm. And part of me thought we have to understand or maybe acknowledge that there are some couples, especially celebrities, especially musicians, that are in these relationships that are like, just don't humiliate me. And then there's an understanding behind the scenes. And then when the humiliation happens, like Adam Levine and his girl, now we understand that like, oh, there might have been a sort of arrangement.
Right. Just don't get messy.
Yeah.
That's why celebs should just bang other celebs, because they have just as much to lose as the other person.
Right.
Once you start creeping around with people who are not as big as you are, it starts getting a little, I don't know about this. And that's when the women are like, we're done here because you just get too messy.
Well, it's when the payouts start happening. You got to pay people off.
I don't know how people do it. It gets, I know people who do that. And it's like, aren't you exhausted?
Right? Just go in the bathroom, get the demons out of you, and go to bed.
You
Get the
mean jack
demon-
off?
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, are we talking about using the restroom?
No.
Are we talking about chronic
could.
diarrhea? Because that's what it sounded like.
I don't know anybody who's like, I've got chronic diarrhea and now I have to have sex.
Here's the one thing that I want to say in regard to, because I saw a comment under this picture or under the post that I saw on Instagram with the person quoting Jessica Biel. And it says, what he did as a teenager shouldn't define who he is today. Unless there are unresolved issues that you are currently going through, if we all get judged by what we did in our teenage years, then there's no hope for any of us. I fully agree with this.
Man.
This is where it gets very, very sticky, is the way you move. And even though maybe that's how you should be moving at a certain age because you're young and you've got your whole life ahead of you and making certain decisions, when you decide to bring another person into it who may have a different thought process, you go about and evolve, and this person is now left damaged by your behavior, and they can't go and evolve in the same way that you did. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes.
And you're scarred from it, from
Right.
the way people view you and the way you're moving now.
Of course.
Yeah, it's
But people online are always quick to be like, what you did 7 years ago. It's like, well, how about we talk about what you did 7 years ago? You have the luxury of getting to have nothing documented. You get to talk about it amongst yourselves with your little friend group and laugh about it. But I surely think that if you were filmed and it came out, like, you wouldn't be that proud. Like, I think that people who are in the public eye are extremely brave, that they're sitting here being their authentic selves, knowing that maybe 10 years from now, it may not hit the same.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually very terrifying.
No, it's
and I
terrifying.
kind of want to crawl in a hole.
hermit crab.
You guys saw Cassie and Diddy. It started as quickly as it ended. Speaking of paying people off.
No, I wish, and I don't know if I could say this, but it's like I wish these women, if they were going to come forward, stay true to it and find other women that could back you up and stop taking these payouts. Let's put these people where they should be.
You're coming from a place of experience, though,
Yes.
Easton, and how frustrating it
No,
gets.
it's bullshit.
I'm with you on that. And sometimes I have to take a step back and be like, okay, this woman has obviously had a lot of abuse in her relationship or old relationship with Diddy. Multiple people have come out saying the exact same thing. Like this guy,
Kid Cudi.
Kid Cudi,
Cudi.
who we named our
Yeah.
cat after. But it says, in one incident described in the court papers, Miss Ventura says that in early 2012, Mr. Combs grew so angry about her dating the rapper Kid Cudi that he said he would blow up the rapper's car. Around that time, Kid Cudi's car did explode in the driveway. Through a spokeswoman, Kid Cudi confirmed Miss Ventura's account. This is all true. So she did have people, corroborating what she was saying. But when you're dealing with someone at that level, Easton, like P. Diddy, and let's just say he comes to her and says, I will offer you X amount of dollars to just go away. You say, you know what? I'm going to take it and I'm going to start my healing process. And yes, the man gets away with it. But at what point do you choose your own sanity over trying to get someone to pay? I don't know. For me, I've never been in that situation. So I have the luxury of just saying if, rather than I've been through it. I've only seen this from afar. I like people to fucking pay, not with cash. I want to see you locked up.
Right. But you're right about the sanity thing. I've never been in this situation, but I can't imagine someone like Diddy, who's probably sounds like very powerful. It's also your own safety. You might get to a point where you're like, okay, I'm coming out and I'm saying this. And then all of a sudden, who knows what's happening behind the scene where you're
No
like,
one does.
fuck it. It's not worth my life. Whatever. It's not worth it.
Yeah, I
And
don't know.
Cassie's married, has 2 beautiful kids. She lives
Yeah.
a very nice life.
Yeah.
The only thing I assume that was eating at her was the trauma that this guy caused her. But it's just, I tapped in when I saw this, and I hate to laugh, but I'm like, Diddy's gonna get gray real fucking quick. It's like, we have leads to who murdered Tupac. I'm sure he's like, fuck.
Yeah.
He's like, Cassie comes out, you're not safe. I'm sure he's like, damn it. Like, I'm sure
He looks rough. He looks rough right now.
He looks stressed.
He hasn't slept in a good couple months.
He
I
should
know
be
it.
stressed.
Well,
I love
I hope it all catches
when
up.
someone who's dirty, I love when the heart starts pumping. I'm like, yes, good at pumping, you fuck.
Mm-hmm. Sip it away. Sip away.
Step into a world of nonstop action on DraftKings Casino. Play the classics like blackjack, roulette, and slots, plus enjoy exclusive games you can't find anywhere else. All you have to do is sign up, select the offer, make your deposit, and start playing from a full suite of games. Download the DraftKings Casino app now and sign up with promo code GiveThemLala. New customers can get a deposit match up to $500 in casino credits when you deposit $5 or more. Only on DraftKings Casino with promo code GiveThemLala. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.1800gambler.net. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly, 21 plus. Physically present in Connecticut, Michigan, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, West Virginia only. Void in Ontario. 1 per opted in, new customer. Minimum $5 deposit. Max match 500 in casino credits, which require one-time playthrough within 7 days. See terms at casino.draftkings.com/players choice for eligibility, terms, and responsible gaming resources. Some days my schedule is so jam-packed that I wouldn't eat if not for DoorDash and my Dash Pass. Have you heard about the Dash Pass? It is amazing. Let me educate you because DoorDash and the Dash Pass are not just about food delivery. It's so much more than that. So Dash Pass members get $0 delivery fees and up to 10% off eligible DoorDash orders. And that's on everything from groceries to drinks to personal care items. Dash Pass members save over $35 a month on average. Plus, Dash Pass gives you special access to experiences and promotions, and even exclusive menu items. And you get all of that for just $9.99 a month. Sign up for Dash Pass now, and you'll get your first month for free. We all love free. So put a little joy back into your schedule. Sign up for Dash Pass today. Use my code LALA and get 50% off up to a $10 value when you spend $12 or more after signing up for Dash Pass. Subject to change, terms apply. That's 50% off up to a $10 value when you spend $12 or more after signing up for Dash Pass with my code LALA. Subject to change, terms apply. Sign up for more and become a Dash Pass member today.
In happier news, Andre 3000 says he's too old to rap now, so he dropped a flute album instead. He said, I'm 48. I don't know what to talk about anymore.
He dropped a flute album, so he's playing the flute. What a bad bitch. Andre 3000 will be one of the best forever. I love Andre 3000.
Probably not the flute one, though.
The flute one is going to hit.
I bet
we know
slaps.
it's going to slap.
No, that's like, I mean, no. Chance the Rapper, he went to like gospel, and that ain't hitting.
Chance the Rapper is nowhere near Andre 3000. Let me tell you.
I'm just saying somebody who had acid rap and doing all this thing, and you're in hip hop, and then you just go gospel, and no one transferred over.
All right. You know more about this than I do.
Yeah, Easton, I'm not going to argue with you about that because I think you know more than I do. Also, like a couple weeks ago, the Chiefs played the Eagles. Easton, you're the one that told me this. Apparently, in like the man's world of men who love football, the Chiefs are the most hated team in America right now.
Gosh, yeah.
Because they're so
sick of it.
Of any time Travis Kelce lifts a finger on the football field, it's like, let's catch Taylor Swift's reaction.
Yeah. Really?
Like,
yes.
He'll be like running on the field, like not like teams before the game. They'll run on the field, and like he'll run on the field, and then it'll pan to Taylor Swift watching it, and it's like, I'm here to watch the game.
Yeah.
Not Taylor Swift. I can go and find Taylor Swift wherever. I'm just trying to watch some football right now.
Well, I need to know who makes these decisions because it's getting very thirsty.
Well, I mean, the NFL is probably gaining a lot of money off of it.
NFL?
As well.
Is it the TV network? It's getting very thirsty. It's like, we get it. This makes you money, and you're getting so many people tuning in. But, like,
I'm done with it.
Still keep your fans in mind.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like if I'm tuning in to watch a football game,
Like
There's
all
a
the
reason. I want to watch a football game.
Yeah.
If I wanted to see Taylor Swift, I'd go to YouTube and say, play Shake It Off by Taylor
Well,
Swift.
their points are like most people than ever now are tuning into Chiefs games. It's like, yeah, but who cares? Still think about your fans, the loyal people who actually care about the game and not the like whoever. We love Taylor, we love Travis Kelce, but like
Let
don't
me
when
have
I-
my football.
When I
Yeah.
think about Travis Kelce, all I think about is, oh, that's Taylor Swift's
Yeah.
boyfriend. I don't even think of him as someone who plays football.
yeah.
Yep.
Does
That's
he
where
play
it's at.
football? What is he,
He's
quarterback?
Yeah.
no, tight end. He's
Oh.
nice. He's good, but he's losing credibility on that one. People don't even know he's good.
I wonder if he's going to end up getting a little sick of this. Not her, but like, okay, because you know he's getting shit from the team.
Everybody, like, their pregame, they were in Denver a couple weeks ago, and Denver was just strictly playing Taylor Swift songs just to, like, piss
Mess
him
with
off.
him?
Yeah,
Piss
just like,
him off.
yeah.
Well,
and all the
that's
fans
the
are singing it, just, like,
that's the
they're mocking him.
opposite of Eagles fans, because in their game on November 20th, Eagle radio stations, so Philly radio stations, banned her music.
Stop.
Yeah.
And
So-
I wonder if she's going to get sick of that.
It's not, Taylor Swift is not good for the bird spirit.
I
Is
agree.
that what they call them, the birds?
the birds.
The birds.
I mean,
Oh my God. This
She's not
is
good for
too
any
much.
football spirit.
and he's getting all of these interviews in a way. So this is what I can relate it to. It's like when I get asked to do an interview and they're like, they would really like to talk about this. And I'm like, okay, is that what we're actually talking about? And then I go in, it's 2 questions about that. And they're like, so season blah, blah, Vanderpump Rules. And I'm like, see, I don't want to talk about this. I would like to talk about the topics that you told me we were going to talk about. So all of these like NFL publications are like, we'd love to do an in-length interview. And it's like, how'd you feel about the game? So on to Taylor Swift.
Sure.
Yeah. See, so I kind of feel bad for both of them
Well,
because
like-
technically they don't have, they're just trying to live their lives and be in a relationship. And you've got the networks and everyone trying to capitalize
like,
off
they
of it
ha-
and so thirsty.
Everybody's, I don't know if they saw this, but Taylor Swift's parents met his parents, but it was at their football game. So, like, whatever game it was, I didn't even know they were playing for the reason other than Taylor Swift's parents were going to meet Travis Kelce's.
Oh my God.
And I was like, what the, like,
Was it
It's-
in Tennessee?
no, I think it was in Kansas City.
Did
like
you
in a
see
home
that?
game. But
Did
it's just,
you-
it's annoying at this point.
Ugh.
See that meme? What did it say, Easton? Taylor taking, you know what I'm talking about.
Taking her next amazing album out for a walk or
Walk.
something. And it's like her holding
Oh, holding
Travis's
his hand.
hand.
Oh, yeah. Well, they said, this is going to be one of the greatest love stories or the best fucking album.
Yes. 100%.
And I'm ready for
I
that
was-
album already.
I was watching
Give me
Family
the
Guy last
album.
night, and it was the episode of Chris Griffin asking Taylor Swift to go to prom with him, and then she makes a way mean song about him, and it has so many views. And then she's like, "This is how I make my money, but I love you, Chris, so I'm gonna change." And the next scene in Family Guy is her playing like, "I love Chris Griffin," and people are like, "Boo, we like you when you're miserable." So
oh my God.
who knows? She could.
She's riding the happy.
He better not make one wrong move. It's AMA time.
Okay. I stay out too late.
Got nothing in my brain.
That was landing.
That's what people say. Mm-mm. That's what people say. Hoo-hoo. My baby's favorite part of the song is she goes, my girl,
Oh.
my boyfriend,
My
Man.
best friend is a.
no, my ex-man brought his new
Yeah.
girlfriend. She said, oh my God, I'm just going to shake it. And then she starts mumbling, goes, to the fella over hella good, I'm just going to shake it, shake it.
She's so cute. She's so stinking cute. Okay, this is a good first one because of what we just talked about.
'Kay.
What are you guys doing in Hawaii? Let's squash the rumors. We're just vacationing, babes.
What was the rumor?
No, I don't know. I'm just like, it's not like a secret special project.
We're going for Lisa's birthday.
Oh,
I told my mom I was going to take her to Italy for her 60th birthday, and then COVID hit, and I haven't taken her anywhere fabulous. Instead, I made her quit her job, moved her ass to LA, made her become a full-time parent.
She did.
And so I
She
was
looked
like-
at me yesterday. We were just because you were doing what you're. She looks at me and she goes, "I'm just raising this kid."
Last night, I get home from what I'm doing, which is
Yeah.
could be life-changing.
yeah.
Well, yeah, you work.
Yes, I do
Yes,
work.
You work.
But I come home, and my mom is at the top of the stairs, and she goes, I need your help. I am over this. And I was like, I know what a man feels like now.
Yep.
Like a working man who's worked all day, but the mom's been at home raising the kids, and she's like, I need a fucking break. And he's like, I'm fucking exhausted too. I do. I should be man of the year, actually. That's what should have happened.
I'm nominating you.
She is very much helping me raise Ocean.
Well,
it's a co-parenting
It was
situation.
yesterday, so obviously she was battered all day. So she looked at me, sad as could be. I feel like I'm just raising this kid. And then she goes throughout the day.
She is. I'm a working parent. And she doesn't complain when I waltz into Louie and buy her a new bag.
That's what I was saying.
She?
She just went through it yesterday. Something had to have happened.
Yeah.
It was the last 20 minutes.
Well, here's the thing. That's where I was over at the house. Ocean was great. She was in your bed watching a movie. I was there for 20 minutes. She came down, went back upstairs, and was laying. So I was like, all right, I'm going to leave. So whatever happened when I left, I don't know. But she looked calm.
All right. Well, she wasn't. Next question.
This is deep, so we don't have to answer if you want.
I'm sweating now because of what Mom said. I'm raising this kid. Fucking suck my ovaries.
You have to picture, you worked how many days straight? 3 days, and it was
5.
on the tail.
It was actually 5.
See, there you go. So 5 days straight, and
that's what people do. People work 5 days in a row.
I know.
That's called a job.
I know, but think Lisa on the tail end.
That's true. All right, I will rip her head off when I get home.
Yeah.
You
can't. She already feels like the Ocean's doing that.
You're the source.
No, you can say it.
Protection station for you.
No.
You're an asshole.
Am I?
Yeah, you should have kept it to yourself.
No. You have to know.
It's fine. I'm just emotional. My period's about to start. Let's just go to the next.
Same. Next. This is deep, so we can skip it if you want.
Okay. You got a fly on your face.
Where was it?
You killed it.
No, that's not it. That's shit, I think.
That's a dead fly.
Easton.
You killed it.
Do we have cameras working?
I hope we got that on camera. Oh, we did. We got a thumbs up from producer John. Ew. Easton.
Ew.
Flies are the germiest things in the world.
Whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
True. Ways that you all deal with anxiety.
I just kind of power through it.
Okay. Love that.
I do a couple of things.
Okay.
Depending if you're going through it, you can always grab your thumb. I don't know if people do that, but you grab your thumb and you should just put enough pressure that after a couple of seconds you'll feel like a
throbbing.
Yeah, no, it's a heartbeat, but that's supposed to like de-escalate.
That's a nice.
Yeah, it's like a breathing thing. So I do that, and I smoke pot.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you take edibles?
No.
Okay.
Edibles like for bed are really, really good, but I just hit a pen because I actually like do it for anxiety. Like there's times where like I'll feel it and I'll just go to the bathroom, smoke, and then get my wits about me and I can come back.
Is there going to be another book?
Yes.
When the story has ended, yes, there will be another book, but I'm not writing another book until I can tell every single detail of my story. The ins and outs, everything I've never been able to share. I want the full story. So once it's ended, then yes.
Do you have a name that you've been thinking of?
Yes, I have the name and I'm not telling.
So book coming.
I know it.
It may be a hefty book, but that's okay because I think
like a Harry Potter?
Maybe like a Harry Potter sized book. There's a lot, and it's all very interesting.
I know.
So, yeah.
This one, I'm going to read this one.
This one, yeah. The moment I'm allowed to start writing, I've already started writing. So I don't forget any feelings that I had.
Good. Good. Good.
Do you put bullet points and angry on that one?
You can tell in my tone of writing that I'm pretty angry.
Oh, boy. Okay, Lala, on a scale of 1 to 10, how happy/content are you with where you are in life right now?
Are content and comfortable the same thing?
I think comfortable and content are not the same thing.
Okay, I would say that I am probably at a 7 as far as being content. Comfortable, I would say I'm at like a 2 because I never like to be comfortable. I always want more. I'm a taker. I'm just going to say it. I'm a taker.
Love it.
If I want it, then I'm going to obsess over it until I get it. And once I get it, I'm on to the next. As far as business goes. Otherwise, I live a pretty chill lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Like, I'm not super fancy. Like, I enjoy getting a bag here and there or, like, dressing cute. But for the most part, I just want to run an empire and send it to Daryl. Sweatpants.
That's all she's asking.
That's all I'm asking. It's not that deep.
Not that deep. Do you and Easton ever argue hard to the point that you've not spoken for a bit?
That's only happened like twice.
In your lives?
Yeah. And it's
Wow.
when one of us has been intoxicated.
Yeah.
Really?
After
Or
that, yeah,
both.
no, or both of us, yeah, intoxicated. But other than that, no.
So it's been a minute. No, we rarely have that. We like resolution in our family.
Yeah, even if we start like fighting or bickering, we never fight, but we'll bicker. But then we usually come to just a conclusion at the end of the 30 minutes or an hour, and then we're like, all right, fuck it, on to the
We
next.
purge, and it's like, here's the thing, Easton. I really love you. I love you too. All right, so we're good.
Oh.
After we've really said some hurtful things.
I just forget about them.
Me too.
Don't you?
Yeah,
I didn't mean them. I hope she didn't either, but I'm gonna believe she didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On to the next.
On to the next. Okay, that's good then. I hate when families aren't speaking. It's like life is too short. I have a little bit, not in my immediate family, but my extended family. And I'm like, what the fuck? It's been years. Just talk. What are
Right?
you doing?
I have buddies like that.
Let it go.
Let it go. Okay, Jess, what's the most surprising thing you learned about Lala and what's a misunderstanding? I'm not even kidding you guys. Her comedy gold, and that's not a fucking joke. She's one of the funniest people I know, and I feel like it's not even a misunderstanding, but people don't even see the tip of the iceberg with your fucking comedy.
Yeah, but I think
They
you
will
bring
soon.
it out of me because you laugh, so it just gets
So
me
you
all
keep
revved
going,
up.
right?
But then, fine. No, one of the funniest, and her your impressions, dead on, spot on. Anyone
You
and
really are
everyone. It's
great at
insane.
impressions.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's
No, I,
insane. Insane. It's too good. Oh my God.
Oh my
Okay. If you could all be famous, well,
if you could all be, well,
It's
she
not-
is.
No,
so.
This
ask
is
the
for you,
question. No,
Lala.
I want to know the
if
question.
you could be famous for anything else, what would you want to be famous for?
What Kim
Probably-
Kardashian did, right?
Probably something that had to do with talent, maybe. I like to be famous for my talent. So
You're talented at talking. Hey, you're talented. Authentically you talent. Nobody can say that.
Authentically you.
yeah,
Okay. Is there something you wanted to be when you were little, like
An
before
actress.
Oh, it was an actress. ever
always an
since.
actress.
Okay.
An actress or a singer. I wanted to be a performer, which
Okay. Perfect. Perfect.
I feel somewhat like a show pony at times. You know, it's fine.
Easton, you have to choose one. Bren or Monica?
Oh, this is so hard. I know who I'd choose.
Bren.
Obviously.
Done.
Yeah.
Bren. They're both stunning. But yeah.
Plus,
Yeah.
anyone who can get their Christian Louboutins stuck in an escalator and like survive without breaking your ankles is got a superpower.
Yeah.
Superpower. It was
Oh.
crazy.
Yeah. The way she did that, I know she can do other things just as great.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yep. She sure can.
Sure can.
I'd like to see you all set each other up on blind dates. Well, I'm engaged, but
So, have you not been listening to the podcast? Engaged, married, it's a free for all out in these streets.
let me tell you,
Get yourself a side piece,
Get
Jess.
myself a
this
side
is
piece.
Hollywood.
Kyle, I'm gonna get myself a
You
side
need
piece.
you need a husband or a fiance, a boyfriend,
Uh-huh.
and then a side piece.
Oh, stunning. I get 3.
Yeah, so you're only missing 2. You're not
Oh.
even complete yet.
I'm not even
you
complete.
think you've like made it to the end? You still got 2 more to find.
Can I tell you something? My dream is to have a side piece. No, I'm just kidding. My dream is to set these 2 up on a blind date because a secret talent of mine is I'm very good at that. So TBD,
I
maybe
see
one
me
day.
walking out.
Maybe one
Of
day.
the
First
date?
time I could, yeah.
No,
Pissed
you're
off
so
at me.
kind.
Oh, you see, walking out with no, Easton. I'm telling you, I would set you up with your dream girl, and then I'd have to marry you too. Like,
I don't know. You've brought me some pretty questionable Instagram accounts.
well, I haven't actually been for real.
Okay, then do it for
Lala?
me for real.
I'm going to. What are your? This is a very. I'm going to ask this because this person who wrote this question doesn't listen to the podcast.
Ask it.
What are your views on gay marriage?
Even the producers are laughing their asses off.
I love this question. Wow.
I'm dead.
Wow. Wow. Shall we answer?
The fact that someone
Put
I'm
a
not,
stop to it.
What the fuck do you Do you know me but at all?
Do you know any of us? We love the gays more than we love the straights.
Right. If it ain't gay, it
I've
ain't
always
right.
said it ain't gay, it ain't right. I'm sorry. Girls and gays is the only, like, that's my comfortable zone. We even had producers laughing their asses off when that question was read.
Question for who wrote that in. How'd you come across this podcast? How'd you come across this Instagram? Because you clearly don't listen, but we love that. Welcome.
You're still safe here.
Welcome. We love the gays.
Welcome.
We love the gays. Has Ocean asked for a sibling and update us on if you have a baby number 2 journey?
Ocean asks for a sibling all the time. And she always says, there's a baby in your belly. And if she were grown, I'd be like, Mom has to have sex to have a baby in her belly, my love. Which I'm not doing that. But there are many other ways to have a baby. And so, yeah, we're just one day at a time.
Okay. One day at a time. Lots of live tour
She
questions.
wants a buota.
She wants a brother?
What a buota.
Oh.
Can I tell you, my child's so progressive, though. I'll ask her
Why?
what her baby is because they kind of come just like genderless, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, is your baby a boy or a girl? And she goes, my baby's just a baby. And I'm like,
Perfect.
wow, you are very progressive.
She's progressive and a genius.
A genius.
This is such a fun question for all three. If you got to live in a world from a movie/TV show, where would you want to live? I know this answer, and it's in the North Pole from the Santa Claus 1 movie, because when I was a kid,
the hot chocolate, what about, like, why does it look in, like, the little tin cup?
Shaken, not stirred.
See, I thought you would like to be in, what was it called?
Honestly,
the movie that...
Yeah, where do you
something-
want to be? And you, Easton?
I want to live in Family Guy. It's very clean lines.
I thought you would want to be the Truman Show, because then you're the star of the show and you don't even know it.
What planet are you on that you think I want to be the star of the show?
The Truman...
This planet.
Guess where
Earth.
I would live?
Where?
Charlie's Chocolate Factory. Number 2, though.
Oh, that is the scariest
little
location.
Creepy. That's
What?
terrifying.
With the scary people.
With the Oompa Loompas?
Yes,
Hell yeah.
and the chocolate fountain that you could get stuck in and die.
Well, like, I wouldn't be diving into, like, you know.
I would never want to
tubes.
live there. I would
Oh, it looks
never
so
want to live there.
And
it
the
looks,
boat.
It looks
Yes.
sticky. Very sticky. I co-sign. I'd want to live where you'd want to live, Jess, because I
In the
really
freezing
like that.
cold?
No,
It's so warm.
it's so
In the
warm
North
inside.
Pole?
Didn't you see how warm they look?
They look so warm, and the reindeer and the Christmas song.
Giant bed and the cozy pajamas.
and the sleigh.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Or
you're going to get sick of it after a year.
No,
I got
no.
many rooms I can go into and feel uncomfortable.
I wouldn't want to be in any of those rooms. You can have Charlie's Chocolate Factory. Or I would want to live in the house that Cameron Diaz lives in The Holiday.
Oh, that's a good one.
The one with the blackout.
Yep.
Shade.
And I love when, what's the actress's name?
Who?
Rose from Titanic. What is her name? Why am
Oh, it's Kate Winslet.
Kate Winslet.
Mm-hmm.
When she looks at the clock and it's daytime in LA where she is, and she's like, it counts, and she's like 3 or like 2 a.m. in London. And then she like presses the blackout and it goes down and she just sinks into the bed. I'm like,
Lala, do you know how
I've never-
that
realistic
is my
that
wet
is?
dream.
Laura
I love
loves to go.
No, I'm just going to say I love that you're saying the most realistic thing right now. You could have that. If you could listen to one song on loop for the rest of your life, which song would it be? And it could only be that song.
Oh, I think I would have
I think I would just do
on
like
loop. Probably.
ocean noises.
Look at this photograph.
Oh no.
I don't think I could listen to anything on
No,
loop.
that would be
I
the
can't,
worst.
No, yeah.
This is the way I live. Bro. I spend my money.
I couldn't listen to any
No,
song
I
on
can't
loop,
have. Yeah.
but I could watch TV on loop. If
I
you
could do
just,
Seinfeld on
if you
loop.
could loop season 7 or season 6 of Seinfeld on loop, then we're all good.
Yeah, I
You
can't
guys,
do music.
What about Johnny Dang? Louis
No.
Vuitton.
Imagine on loop for the
On
rest
loop
of your
for
life.
I promise you, go listen to that loop on 2 times. You're done.
Maybe it would be like a relaxing soundtrack, like woods and
Oh, like white
stream.
noise.
Yes.
That
Mm.
would even make me go insane, I think.
White noise.
Mm-hmm.
See, not me. I think like the ocean crashing on like a beach, I could listen to all day.
I'd be like, why
Just
am I
feel
so
like I
zen
live
all
on
the
the
time?
beach.
This feels unnatural.
Yeah. When days get tough, work stuff, life, how do the three of you help one another out? And she put a smiley face.
I mean, Easton and my mom, they take ocean off of my hands while I go and work. So honestly, the only thing I want to do when I get home is just like be in their presence.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whether it's watching a movie, playing the Nintendo Switch.
Which has been tough now because Obo wants to play all the time too.
Does she play?
Yeah. She played mine the other day. She was playing Mario
plays the
64.
game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, she
She'll
plays.
play.
I mean,
She'll
I don't.
play.
She's not good.
Yeah, but she knows how to like move around and jump.
She's not
winning
she's
anything.
not gathering stars by any means. But
She's running forward.
Oh, well, love that.
love that
Love
for
that
all of us. What
for
do you
all
do?
of us.
Why does Kyle
How do
take a
you
look?
two? No, you two help me out. Well, Easton, I say he's the glue that holds the family together because he really is. If I
Thank you.
ever need any help at the office, I say Easton, and he's right there.
Yep.
And La, just
there.
same, the glue that holds me together as a human. So there we go. How do you have work and life balance working with your good friend? Oh, working with your good friend and employing her. Is that me?
I'm also employing this one.
Is that us?
And the
you.
mom.
And mom. How
Yeah.
do you find work and life balance with that, actually?
What? What did you just
I
do?
hope we got that.
What?
Please cut to her while we're talking. It was just a look she gave you.
What? Oh, trust me. I have
like,
me.
lighting him on fire with my pupils.
Can we edit in lasers?
We don't need to.
Oh,
She thinks-
I
my.
love you so much. I do.
Yeah, I love you, but if you
I
rip
do.
into
I'm
me,
just
I'm gonna
no,
rip into your back.
I'm just
Trust
tell-
me.
No, I'm
You
just
go
telling
either way
you.
on this
I'm
one.
just telling you. You've already ripped into me. I'm just telling you. The people who listen to the podcast, they're so sensitive. Whatever you say, can I tell you the story about how my mom was like, "We're washing your mouths out with soap," literally just trying to get Ocean to like fear us, obviously.
Oh, we.
My God.
And everyone
Did
was
people
like,
really believe that?
apparently they did. They were like,
Oh.
someone told me, "Don't ever do that." I got CPS called on me, and I was like, "Oh,
Well, what were you
Well,
doing?
I
got
wasn't-
real
wasn't
serious.
What?
really serious."
I got my mouth washed out with soap and I'm fine. My hair's falling out now, so maybe that's what it's caused. But other than that, we're good.
I love it. We have time for one more,
Okay.
Jess.
Ooh, this is fun. I like this. Let's end on this. Do you consider yourself a more strict or laid back type of parent and why?
I am not strict. It's the only part in my life where I consider myself relatively chill.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like, if she wants to not take a nap, whatever. I'm not going to fight her on it. Like, she's such a personality and so strong that she's the only person who can go toes with me and actually win.
Mhm.
Like, the girl got stamina. Like, it makes me a little tired. So I lay down the law, right? But things like I pick my battles. I'm like, this is not make or break who my child is, right?
Right.
She's great.
You punching Gigi over and over again, not on my watch. But the girl wants to have, 2 cookies over 1, whatever.
Yeah.
So I would say I'm more relaxed.
I'd say you're more relaxed.
Yeah.
Easton?
I've never seen. I mean, you be stern. I've never seen you be strict, but she's an amazing kid too. But
You're
I think you're
relaxed
very
with
laid
her.
back. Oh,
Are you
me?
with Ocean?
Easton's
Yeah.
very chill with her.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think anyone has to. She has her moments, but she knows what she's doing. She doesn't need
Yeah.
Like, she
she's-
knows when she's not supposed to do
Yeah.
something. And
I
she'll
know.
look you dead in your eyes while she does it. And so I have to get Lala on her at times where I go, I am not playing with you anymore. And she goes, I'm not playing with you. And I'm like, ah!
She did it. She'll do it at the restaurant. And I'm like, oh gosh.
No, she'll start yelling at us in the restaurant.
She's
and I
gonna
have to
give
say-
you a
You
run for your
stop
money.
that. You stop that. And I'm
I
like,
go,
oh gosh.
you want to know who just arrived?
Santa.
Santa.
We're
I'm going to
getting
go
a-
get him. I'm going to go get him.
Are we doing that?
This morning.
It's so funny because mom's the
What?
one that told me not to use Santa anymore. Lisa's using Santa left and right
No,
now.
she does.
It's like the saving
She's using
grace.
it all yesterday.
And I don't care what anyone says. At this point in time, at this age, this stage that we're in, it is all about survival.
Yep. 100%. And it works.
We're getting
It works.
Santa.
I saw it work this morning in 2 seconds.
I'm getting a Santa Claus costume.
No, I told him, I go, the threats,
She knows
We're
there's
done with the
threats now,
threats.
so we gotta get real.
get the Santa outfit. Santa's
Please,
coming to the house the next
Please,
time.
please,
You're arriving.
Please also get me one. Please. Because
Give me
I would-
Mrs. Claus.
I would, No, I would like to be Santa.
Okay.
Walk in, ho, ho, ho. I am a laid back parent with Margot, if anyone was curious. I am very laid back, and I feed her lots of treats, and Kyle yells at me for it because he says she's gaining weight, but I'm very laid back.
That's very cute.
Yeah.
One last thing. Can I tell you what I did say to Ocean last night?
Yes.
No, since we're on you guys dressing up as Santa Claus, because, the threats are running out. She still gets scared, but I need someone to arrive now. But she did something last night where I was like, done. Okay. And I said, not only is Santa Claus going to show up, he's coming with the Grinch, he's taking you to the North Pole, and you're going to be making toys with the elves this Christmas instead.
We've brought kidnapping into the picture now, so excited to see those comments. Here we go.
My face hurts. What a weird podcast. It's a little unstable, but it's okay. I said from the beginning, this could go either way. We
riled her up just fine.
We did. You guys, I'm going to go enjoy Hawaii now. Happy birthday, Mom. I love you all. Happy hump day, and I will catch you next week. Please be kind in the comments section. I don't have it in me to battle y'all. Bye. Thank you guys so much for watching another episode of the Give Them Lala podcast. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, and I will catch you next week.